Maysoor.
O Allah, benefit me with what you taught me, and teach me what will benefit me, and provide me with beneficial knowledge. Ameen. In today's lesson, we're going to look at number 1, the Ismul Ishara هذه and the conditions for its use. Number 2, changing a masculine noun to a feminine noun. And finally, number 3, we're going to look at body parts in Arabic. The demonstrative pronoun, this. We have covered the Ismul Ishara هذا in lesson number 3, and it was mentioned that in order to use هذا, 3 things must be met. And in the definition of هذا, we said that هذا was an اسم إشارة للمفرد المذكر القريب. Once again, we said that هذا was an اسم إشارة للمفرد when pointing to someone or something that is singular, المذكر masculine, القريب close or near. هذه, like هذا, is an ism, a noun from the asma'ul ishara. It means this and is used when pointing to somebody or something that is feminine. For example, we can say هذه آمنة, which means this is Amina. Or we can say هذه خديجة, which means this is Khadija. In order to use the word هذه, 3 conditions must be met. Number 1, the thing or the person you're speaking about has to be قريب, close. Number 2, the thing or the person you're speaking about has to be mufrad, singular. And finally, number 3, the thing or the person you're speaking about has to be mu'annath, feminine. وقال الله تعالى في كتابه
يا قوم إنما هذه الحياة الدنيا متاع وإن الآخرة هي دار القرار.
O my people, this worldly life is only temporary enjoyment, and indeed the hereafter is the home of permanent settlement. In this example, we can see that the Ismul Ishara هذه has been used when referring to Al-Hayatud Dunya, the worldly life. As you can see, the word Al-Hayatu is a feminine noun. It is also singular, and in this context, it has been used to refer to something that is close, i.e., this worldly life. We can also see an example of the Ismul Ishara هذه in the following supplication: ربي أسألك خير ما في هذه الليلة وخير ما بعدها, which means, my Lord, I ask you for the good of this night and the good of what follows it. In this example, we can see that the Ismul Ishara هذه has been used when referring to the word al-layla. Al-layla in Arabic is singular. It's also a feminine noun, and it has been used in the context of being close. Let's now take a look at some more examples of the Ismul Ishara هذه in everyday sentences. For example, we can say هذه ساعة, which means this is a watch. In this example, the word ساعة is mufrad, singular. And in Arabic, ساعة is mu'annath, feminine. And finally, as you can see from the picture, the watch is qareeb, close to the speaker. However, it would be incorrect to say, in this example, هذه ساعة, because although the watch is singular, and as we mentioned, ساعة in Arabic is a feminine noun, the watch isn't in close proximity to the speaker. Let's take a look at another example. We can say هذه بنت, which means this is a girl. This is because the word bintun is singular. It is also a feminine noun, and the girl is in close proximity to the speaker. However, in this example, it would be incorrect to say هذه بنات. Banatun is the plural of bintun. In this example, although the banat are close to the speaker, and banat in Arabic is a feminine noun, they are not singular. So in the definition of هذه, we can say that هذه is an اسم إشارة للمفرد المؤنث القريب. Once again, هذه is an اسم إشارة للمفرد when pointing to something or somebody singular. المؤنث feminine. القريب close or near. Changing a masculine noun to a feminine noun. You can change most masculine nouns to feminine nouns by adding التاء المربوطة at the end of the word. For example, مدرس means a teacher and is used when referring to the masculine. If we wanted to express the feminine version of this noun, we simply say مدرسة, which also means a teacher when referring to the feminine. In this example, the word مدرسة ends in التاء المربوطة, and the letter before it has taken a fatha. It would be incorrect to say هذا مدرسة وهذه مدرس. This is because the اسم الإشارة هذا has to be used with a noun that is masculine, and likewise the اسم الإشارة هذه has to be used with a noun that is feminine. In this example, the opposite is true. The correct way to say this sentence would be هذا مدرس وهذه مدرسة, which means this is a teacher, referring to a male, and this is a teacher, referring to a female. Let's take a look at another example. This noun says طالب, which means a student when referring to a male. If we wanted to change this noun into a feminine noun, we simply add التاء المربوطة to the end of the word and give the letter before it a fatha. So we would say طالبة, which means a student when referring to a female. It would be incorrect to say, in this example, هذا طالبة, because as we've mentioned before, the اسم الإشارة هذا has to be used with a masculine noun. The correct way to say this sentence would be هذه طالبة, which means this is a student, referring to a female. However, there are some masculine nouns in Arabic that have a separate form for the feminine. For example, أخ means a brother. Now, if we wanted to express a sister, we say أخت. In this example, we have changed the masculine noun أخ into أخت. But as you can see, we have not added التاء المربوطة to the end of the word. Although أخت is of course a feminine noun. Similarly, the word ibnun means a son. Now, if we wanted to express a daughter, we can either say ibnatun or we can say bintun. In the first example, ibnatun, we can see that at-ta'ul marbota has been added to the end of the word. This coincides with the rule that we mentioned at the beginning. However, the noun bintun, which carries the same meaning, is also a feminine noun, but it does not have at-ta'ul marbota at the end of the word. However, there are some nouns in Arabic that have a ta'u marbota at the end of the word, although they are masculine, and vice versa. Let's take a look at the following table. We have some masculine names, such as Hamza, Usama, Khalifa, Hudhaifa, which all end in at-ta'ul marbota, which is a sign, an indication that the noun is in fact feminine. But in these cases, all of the names are in fact masculine nouns. The same is true for feminine nouns. For example, we have Shamsun, which means sun, Qidrun, which means a pot, and Bi'run, which means a well. As we can see from these three words, none of them end in at-ta'ul marbota. However, they are still feminine nouns. When a student is learning any new noun in Arabic, it is also advised that they learn the gender of that noun. Body parts. In Arabic, if the body part is a pair, then it is considered as a feminine noun, even if it doesn't end with at-ta'ul marbota at the end of the word. For example, we say هذه أذن, which means this is an ear. As you can see, the word أذن does not end with at-ta'ul marbota. However, we began the sentence with the ismul ishara هذه. And similarly, we say هذه عين, which means this is an eye. In this example, we can see again that the word ayn does not end with at-ta'ul marbota at the end of the word, but we've used the ismul ishara هذه. This is because our eyes, they come in pairs, so we use the ismul ishara هذه. Let's take a look at one more example. In this example, we say هذه يد, which means this is a hand. Just as we've seen in the previous two examples, the word yadun does not end with at-ta'ul marbota. However, because our hands come in pairs, we use the ismul ishara هذه when referring back to it. In summary, we've looked at number 1, the ismul ishara هذه and the conditions for its use. We also looked at number 2, changing a masculine noun to a feminine noun. And finally, number 3, we looked at body parts in Arabic. I hope that you've enjoyed and more importantly, benefited from today's lesson. And I ask Allah Ta'ala that He accepts this small effort from me and from you. وَجَزَاكُمُ اللَّهُ خَيْرًا. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.